This is Tom, the Disabled Prepper. Welcome back. So today's kind of a quick, hopefully I can make it this quick, kind of a quick admonition to my fellow preppers in the community that sometimes we just need to stop and smell the roses. Today, May 17th, it's one of those very, very rare days in Phoenix where in the middle of May, it's only 80 degrees. And we have this beautiful cooling breeze just kind of keeping us, just kind of calming the spirit. First of all, I guess I should apologize for my looks. I'm sorry. After helping my best friend move to Arkansas last week and all that from my previous video, there's a description of it. And I came to realize once I'd gotten back that I was still ill from the week before. I'd caught some respiratory thing, and so I think I got up Wednesday morning, was awake for like an hour, and then I slept for 2.5 hours, and then I was awake for 2 hours, and then I slept for like another 2 hours. I was just DOA. Anyway, so I haven't completely recovered. Today's the first day that I really have felt alive in about 10 days, really physically capable of doing something. So I did. I decided to take my Lord's. It may not be your Lord, and if that's what you wish, that's okay. But for me, my Lord tells me in His Word, He says, Matthew 6:28 and 29, He says, "And why are you anxious about clothing? Observe how the lilies of the field grow. They do not toil, nor do they spin." And in 29 He says, "Yet I say to you that even Solomon in all his glory do not clothe himself like one of these." That was Jesus speaking, of course, speaking to the crowds. And so I felt pretty good today. So I took the opportunity to get out. And I went into Phoenix in a park called Dreamy Draw. It's an area where there used to be some lead mining. And that's why they call it Dreamy Draw, because apparently the miners were affected by the lead dust, and they would come out of the mine and just be mindless. Well, we know what effect lead has on the human body. But anyway, they were in a daze, or as they called it, dreamy, whatever it was in the 1800s. So anyway, it's a beautiful park, and it's a beautiful day, and I wore my hat so I didn't sunburn my head again like I did when helping my buddy move to Arkansas. And I put a little pack on, my little day pack, and I put my gun on my waist, and just a little weight bearing. I know. For me, that's weight bearing. For you, it's probably about 10 pounds worth of stuff. Not a heck of a lot, but all things are relative. Other people are stronger and they can carry 50, 60 pounds, But anyway, I had to do something. I had to get out. And it was beautiful, like I say, that there were still some wildflowers. The rabbits were running around. The grasshoppers were jumping. The butterflies. It was really a beautiful hour. Well worth the time to stop. And I stopped, took a few pictures, and just enjoyed God's creation. And it was quiet. No subwoofers, no mariachi music, no nothing. It was just really calming, very calming. The reason I did this is because I'd been watching videos from some of my favorite YouTubers, preppers, like Bear Independent and Pastor Joe Fox of Viking Preparedness, Prepper Nurse 1, Urban Prepper. There's a lot of them out there, a lot of good preppers. But there's been a theme that's kind of been going for a little while lately with these people, and that is community, which I completely understand and support. Now we're a community of preppers, and obviously some of us are believers in God and Christ and the Bible, and you don't have to be. Just saying, these are the things that we have in common, and we also all understand that we're not making it through anything alone. We have to have each other. So me being in the physical condition I am in and have been in since I've been sick, I felt that I could not contribute to my community unless I can contribute to my community. And so I have to get back to where I once was, or at least as close as I can get. I've got to get moving. I've got to get this body in better shape. I've got to get my lungs so they'll function. I've got to get my brain a little sharper. As I've grown older, I've lost my snap. I don't have the quick recall. I don't have the instantaneous bright ideas I did when I was a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old. Anyway, so I'm gonna put a list in the credits of some of my favorite YouTubers, the ones I really enjoy watching, and I encourage all of us to find that community. I've gotten really great response from the people watching my videos, especially in discussions on open carry and firearms, constitutional carry in Arizona, and that's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. And I encourage us that we all should find where we fit within our community, so that in adversity or disaster, we have others that can help us, and we can help others. The Bible says a string of 3 strands does not break easily. So God, no man is an island. God never meant us to be alone. So that's my encouragement for today. Stop and smell the roses. Get the opportunity to just find some trees, and just don't worship the trees, worship the God who created the trees, but just look out over God's creation and just feel the calm come back into your heart, and just put the politics aside, and just relax and stop and smell the roses. Okay, so remember to always keep your nose in the wind and your eyes along the skyline. Until we meet again. Bye.